Hello Bowling Green, my name is Zack, Ryle, and I'm the Coordinator for Communication and Technology with the Center for Gifted Studies. And I come to you today with a great opportunity to really engage any type of business, any type of people, to really engage them with innovation and creativity. And that's why the man to my right is here today, and that's Josh Raymer. He is the Innovate Kentucky Executive Administrator, and he's here today to talk about IdeaFestival Bowling Green. Josh, thank you for coming today.
Hey Zach, happy to be here.
Good. Well, the first question is, for those people who have no idea what IdeaFestival Bowling Green even is, what is IdeaFestival Bowling Green?
IdeaFestival Bowling Green is a one-day speaker series that is being sponsored by Innovate Kentucky. It's happening on Friday, February 28th at the Downing Student Union Auditorium. We'll have 4 different sessions throughout the day, 10 total speakers, and the theme of the festival is creativity and innovation. So each of these speakers will have ideas that they'll be sharing in their presentations. So no matter your background, your passion, your profession, if you come and hear these presentations, we hope that you'll be able to take away an idea and apply it to your life so that you can be more creative and more innovative in whatever it is you do. We're very proud with this speaker lineup to have 9 speakers that have a tie to Kentucky that represent the Bluegrass's innovative potential. And we also have Bill Capiday, our keynote speaker, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, talking about the innovation of Disney and Pixar. So it's an event that we're very excited to share.
And Josh, how did this idea really come about?
Well, this was an idea that came about as part of the Innovate Kentucky grant, which came from the James Graham Brown Foundation out of Louisville. And part of the original grant, Innovate Kentucky said that they would sponsor an annual speaker series. And IdeaFestival last year began to expand out from the main festival in Louisville, starting with an event in Lexington. And we were approached by the people in charge of the IdeaFestival event in Lexington about hosting an IdeaFestival event in Bowling Green. So of course we said yes. We felt like it was the perfect marriage of what Innovate Kentucky wanted to do with their speaker series and what IdeaFestival wanted to do. So that is kind of how the idea came about. We've been working on this now for about 6 or 7 months, and we're just really excited to help get the word out because we feel like this is going to be an extraordinary opportunity for anyone who enjoys ideas.
And Josh, you've already talked a little bit about the focus being creativity and innovation. What are these speakers, these 9 speakers that you mentioned in particular, going to bring each individually that kind of feeds into that creativity and innovation?
Well, like I said, we're very excited about our speaker lineup. Outside of our keynote, all 9 speakers have a tie to Kentucky. We are going to kick things off in session 1 with Joe Tudor, who is the art director for HitSense here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And he's going to be talking about building from the dream up, how to actualize these big ideas that your employees have. And then we're going to move to Chris Young and Andrew Swanson, who just premiered a film that they funded on Kickstarter, which is crowdfunding for those of you who aren't familiar with Kickstarter. And it is a TV pilot that they're actually going to start shopping to different networks, including the CW, Sci-Fi. So they're going to talk about how you don't take no for an answer, how you look for different sources of funding when you have a dream that you want to make happen. We're going to move on after Chris and Andrew to Kate Jakes, who is with Alltech. She's the Director of Nutrition. She's going to be having a very informative presentation about disease and animals and people and how that all kind of relates and how diseases are evolving. And then we're going to transition into session 2, and we're going to kick that session off with Tom Tomlinson, who is the Executive Director of SkyPack. Tom has a very interesting presentation that he's giving about the acoustics of a performance hall and how when they were designing SkyPack, there were special considerations that had to be made so that the recital hall would be acoustically pleasing to the audience. And then we're going to move on to Kim Houston, who is the Director of Economic Development for Bardstown, Kentucky. She's also the author of Small Town Sexy and is going to be giving a presentation entitled Small Town Sexy that's all about the allure of small town living and how families are moving back to small towns and why that's the case. And that second session is going to wrap up with Twyman Clements, who is a space systems engineer from Kentucky Space. Twyman has a very interesting story. He was part of a team that built and launched satellites from Kentucky, and he is going to be talking about his journey to space, what he learned. His presentation is entitled "A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Space." So it's all about what happens when you're forced to think on your feet to design these satellites, to fail quickly, and to learn from those mistakes. And then we're going to move to the fourth session. We'll come back and talk about the third with the next question, I believe. But the fourth session, we're going to start off with Dana Bowers, who is a member of the Kentucky Entrepreneur Hall of Fame and founder of iPay Technologies, a company she later sold for $300 million. So she's going to be our entrepreneurship speaker, and that will hopefully speak to students in the audience who maybe have these entrepreneurial aspirations to see and answer this very important question of, are you an entrepreneur? And after Dana is going to be Brad Cooper, who is the Senior Director of Product Innovation at Spalding. And I love the title of his presentation. It's Innovating Your Underwear Drawer. And this is all about the design that goes into something that you probably don't even consider when you're planning your outfit for the day. And even though you might not think about it, there's still a lot of work and design that goes into that. So we're very excited for his presentation. We're going to wrap up the fourth session of the day with Adam Johnson, who is the director of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, and he'll be talking about protecting and promoting Kentucky's signature industry and how at the turn of the 21st century, these distilleries were run down and then they were brought together under the umbrella of the Bourbon Trail, and now within 5 years, this tourist attraction has drawn more than 2 million people to Kentucky. So we're very excited to see what Adam has to say about the Bourbon Trail.
Well, Josh, we definitely are excited to see those 9 different speakers come to Bowling Green, but the main speaker of the day is Bill Capodie. And Josh, just give us an idea of what he's going to talk about. We have an idea that's Disney and Pixar. What is that all about, Josh?
Well, Bill is a great speaker to tie into our theme of creativity and innovation, because what two companies in the past 80 years have been more innovative, more creative than Disney and Pixar. And so his title of his presentation is Dreams and Dreamers, How to Innovate Like Walt Disney and the Pixarians. And he has written 2 books, The Disney Way and Innovate the Pixar Way, that share secrets of these 2 highly innovative companies. So we're very excited to see what these secrets are from Disney and Pixar. I think everyone in the audience at some point has probably seen a Pixar movie, a Disney movie, and has very fond memories of that. So when we were looking at keynote speakers, we thought Disney Pixar would be a great draw. But then once we dug into his presentation, we saw that this tied into our theme perfectly, because he's going to be sharing applicable tips for your life. How do you innovate like Walt Disney and the folks at Pixar? So we're super excited to have Bill on board.
And Josh, I know that this is an audience that's going to be at the Downing Student Union, so there's limited amount of seats, about 600 seats. But
That's
what
correct.
type of audience are you looking for in particular to come here and view this and really get the most out of IdeaFestival Bowling Green?
Well, we want people to know that this is an event for everyone. There is no specific audience that we can point to and say they would benefit the most from being there. What we've said all along is that we want people who appreciate big ideas, people who are excited, who are inspired when they hear presentations like the ones that we have lined up. That said, we do anticipate a mixture of middle and high school students, Western faculty and staff, as well as members of the Bowling Green community. So that being said, though, we don't want to limit the type of people that we reach out to, and we just really want to attract people who are going to come in, who are going to be excited about the day and want to come back in the future. So if these kind of presentations that we've talked about appeal to you, please come out and spend the day with us on February 28th.
And Josh, kind of the last question I have for you today. A lot of innovation and creativity happens necessarily in the speakers and what they're going to be talking about. But what else is going to go on at IdeaFestival Bowling Green that's really innovative and creative and interactive in a lot of ways?
Well, the interactive elements we're very excited about. We've said all along that this is not just your straightforward speaker series, but it's really a celebration of ideas. And the interactive elements that we have for IdeaFestival Bowling Green really kind of hammer that home. We're working with 2 local artists, Andy Rudloff and Beth Reitmeyer. Andy is actually going to be painting the outline on an 8x26 mural that will be in the back of the auditorium on the 28th. And participants for IdeaFestival Bowling Green are encouraged to come up throughout the day during the breaks and help fill in that mural and participate in that interactive element. Beth will be displaying some of her artwork, which is also interactive. She's also going to be creating idea buttons. So when you arrive at the festival, pick up a button, and rather than it saying, "Hi, my name is," it'll say, "Hi, my idea is." So we're very excited about those two interactive elements. We'll also have question and answer sessions with all three presenters at the end of each session that you will get to contribute your question via social media. You can email it to us. You can walk up on the stage and throw it down at Zack's feet if you want. But that will be an interactive way that you can ask the presenters certain questions that you might have. So we're very excited, and we want people to understand, like I said, this is a celebration. It is not just your typical dry, boring lecture series, but it's something very exciting that you will actually get to participate and take part in.
All right, Josh, well, just for the viewers at home and for the viewers of Bowling Green, one more time, what are the important details they need to know about IdeaFestival Bowling Green?
Well, absolutely. The IdeaFestival Bowling Green is Friday, February 28th. It starts at 8:30 and runs till 4:15. Doors open at 8. The tickets are only $20 for the general public, and that includes parking, lunch, and a coffee pass, and only $10 for students, and that includes lunch and coffee. So we try to make it very affordable. For those of you who worry about parking on WKU's campus, we're right across the street from the Downing Student Union and Parking Structure 2. That's paid for. So if you want more information, you want to learn more about the speakers, check us out at IdeaFestivalBG.com. We have a lot of great information up there to kind of get you ready for this inaugural IdeaFestival Bowling Green.
Well, Josh, thank you very much for your time here today. And Bowling Green, we hope to see you out at IdeaFestival Bowling Green on February 28th at the Downing Student Union.